This is my miter saw. Um, the problem I have with the miter saw, like that piece right there, the throat plate, is that line right there is normally too big, and so I always get tear out at the bottom and at the back of my cuts. So what I made is this miter. Well, it's a fence. It's a zero clearance fence. But the problem I have with this is that I cannot cut wide pieces. I have to put a stop right here, so that it don't go all the way down. And if I go all the way down, it will cut all the way through, and then I probably won't get an accurate zero clearance cut. So I can't cut wider pieces on this, and that's a problem. So what I did was, and this I think will work better. So I made these two pieces. I'll call it a split fence system. And what I do, I get a piece of wood, plywood. It was just some painted piece from a project that I just finished. And so I lined up these holes, and I cut a channel in there, just so you can, while it gets damaged, you can just move it down and make a fresh cut, and your zero clearance cut is there again. Not only did I make that, I also made a throat plate, which I'm gonna use as a zero clearance throat plate, because the problem is, because there's nothing holding up, supporting the wood here, when the blade goes through, you get a bad cut. So I'm gonna install them and show you how it works. So here I have the throat plate in. Now I'm gonna put the fences on. To put the fences on, I use these toilet bowl bolts or something like that. T-bolt. I don't know what they're called. But I use these with 4 wing nuts, and I can put 4 washers on there. So I'll get 4 washers. And 4 washers. So on the miter saw, there are 4 holes. Mine have 6. I don't know what these 2 holes are for. But here are 2, and here are 2. So now I'm going to connect my fence to my miter saw. So there is the fence. It's all set up. But as you can see, there's a big gap between the fence. So all I need to do is reach over to the back, loosen it, and then push it together. And that closes the gap, and I can do a new cut and get a clean cut. Now, to do the first cut, we're gonna pretend that this was never cut before. So here goes. So there is my zero clearance cuts. And one thing that will really help is a very sharp blade. I gotta sharpen my blade. But as you can see, I did this hole in the piece so I can see the numbers down there. It's kind of dark, but you're probably not able to see it. And as I move it around, I can see all the numbers. Had I do it like this, it would have just cut right through my zero clearance throat plate. So that's why I made it all the way out here to fill this opening. Now I'm gonna do a cut to see what the finish come out like. Now since my hands are occupied, I'm not gonna be able to show you the cut while it's being cut, but I'll show you after it's done. Okay, so I made the cut. Now for the moment of truth. Got a little tear out right there, but not as bad as it would be had the fence not been there. I think this little I guess I need to get my blade sharp because that's the problem now. So a sharp blade will do the trick, but so far I think I'll get good result from it. This wood is pretty soft too. But on this piece, it didn't tear out like this piece. So I guess I need to put this over on this side and then do the cutoff on this side. But anyways, I think I just need to sharpen my blade because as you can see, that blade is just dull. But thanks for watching. This is how I made my zero clearance throat plate and my zero clearance fence. Have a good one. I'll do some more cuts in the future and I'll show how it cuts with a sharp blade.